Hi, my name is Cody Cox, and I'm a PhD student at the University of Georgia in Integrative Conservation and Forestry and Natural Resources. So for my research, I'm looking at how the landscape structure affects the movement patterns of birds in the highlands of San Luis de Monteverde in Costa Rica, based out of UGA Costa Rica's campus. So I'm looking at how the arrangement of forest and agriculture affects both the species of birds that are present in different locations and the way that those birds actually move through the landscape. So we're trying to see if different birds are present in more intact forested areas than in more fragmented agricultural areas, and also if the species that are present are moving differently in those different landscapes. We want to understand the tolerance of certain forest-dependent bird species for moving across these open agricultural areas. So to see if a bird can move from one forest patch to another, or if it's kind of stuck in one forest patch. And this kind of data can then be used to inform conservation planning in the future. Conservation initiatives can then target individual species and maybe try to build corridors for them to move through and understand how far over the open areas that these birds can actually move.
I'm Jessica Murray, and I'm a resident naturalist here at UGA Costa Rica. I met Cody as a recent graduate with a biology degree. I was really eager to get involved in some research, especially field research, and so I volunteered to help him mist net for birds. I think that Cody's research is really important and really interesting. Being involved with it, I've got to learn a lot about birds. It's amazing what you can learn about a bird when you have it in your hand and you see it up close. But it's really important in terms of conservation. Especially in this part of Costa Rica, it's very fragmented. There's a lot of pasture land on the Pacific side of the mountains, and I think that we need to gather as much information as we can about wildlife and how it moves through fragmented habitats so that we can better preserve these landscapes.
I first visited UGA Costa Rica 4 years ago as a student in a study abroad program with my master's, and instantly fell in love with both the country and the place specifically. I immediately, upon visiting, was just awestruck with the avian diversity here, and it just absolutely captivated me. And ever since, I've just wanted to find a way to not only study these birds, but really be involved in their conservation.
This bird's wing chord is about 132 millimeters.
There's been a lot of conservation efforts in the area and attempts at reforestation, so it's a great landscape to work in to try to understand better where trees could be planted to most efficiently accomplish their goal of creating increased habitat for some of these bird species that are of concern.